And we are live. Welcome to Square Work Media. I'm your host, Square Reacts, and let's get straight to it. So, everybody, I have decided to check out. There is a new video that that Ryan Upchurch has uploaded, two actually, and I reviewed one earlier while I was live, and now I'm wanting to basically I want to review the second one and react to it. And there we go. Let's get it pulled up. Okay. Let me adjust it a little bit for you guys, the viewers. I don't want to get copyright striked. I'm hoping I won't, just because it's an Upchurch video. I think Upchurch allows us reactors to react to it. So I'm gonna react to it. I just would like to say to all those that have stuck by me and still do, thank you very much. And let's get into the video, shall we? Alright, I'm gonna get up close so you guys can see my reactions from what we're gonna hear. Now, in the earlier video, just to give you guys a quick recap, here I'll give you a visual recap too. We saw this video, which was 16 minutes long, so this video is a lot shorter.
It was like,
and we dealt with an AWP interview, and we dealt with this strange guy right here that happened to have a lot of facts surrounding Kylie and about her boyfriend, not boyfriend, and yeah, his interview was throwing up red flags all over the place. So let's get into the video then, shall we? I don't need to do full screen.
The Rodney case was closed. Apparently it's not, and I see why it's not. According to the YouTubers who think they're...
I thought it was closed too. I thought that was official.
Fucking detectives, when they're eating their fucking snacks and they're all and they're in front of the camera when they smack their hands together and go, case closed. Apparently they think that fucking means something to the rest of the world. So recently when they all clapped their hands and jiggled their titties up and down, they thought the case was closed because YouTube investigating certifications. When YouTube give you a degree in mysteries, I get it, you're bored, man. But you're not a detective, you're not any of those things. You're just a person with a YouTube and an opinion. That's it. That's all. Just because you downloaded a free app doesn't make you like a cop or in the FBI, the CIA, the mayor of a town. It doesn't exactly work like that. Even though some of y'all think it does. So, according to the Nancy Drew of YouTube crime stuff, this little girl, I think his name's Theodore. What a lovely name. Anyway, he thinks the case is over because of this really shitty fucking piece of information. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I want you to see him first say that it's over because of this really shitty information.
This is the observation skills of this young man. Which I find just really funny.
You know, with y'all's expertise and stuff, I figured y'all have this figured out already. So I just wanted to see how the Kylie Rodney case thing was doing. And
it's over.
You know,
it's done. The Kylie Rodney thing case, I don't know.
You're doing a great job of making fun of me. That's exactly how I talk.
What the facts are on this case anymore.
Hold on, guys, 1 second.
Exactly to a T. They're doing great jobs. They're big-time detectives, y'all. And they are going to get to the bottom of this as soon as someone else gets to the bottom of it.
We got to the bottom of it. While you were doing God knows what.
Working. Because, you know, some guys do that.
we got to the bottom of it.
You hear that, guys?
Y'all got to the bottom of it. I'm going to go with Upchurch and say you didn't.
YouTuber got to the bottom of a criminal investigation. It's over. Case closed.
Everyone saw that she drove her car into that reservoir, period.
So here's the evidence that this guy deems the case closed and everyone knows everything. A video from a fire tower from over a mile away that is fake footage. I'm gonna show you how with my observation skills. Totally being sarcastic. No one needs skills to know that this video is fucking bullshit. All right, here we go. First things first, this is a daytime video. Do you see it's daytime outside? Well, hold up. I thought this was real fire camera footage from 9 at night to 2 in the morning. Kylie Rodney entire party, 9 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Fire cam footage. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at fucking daytime. That's not the only dude. A lot of these people think the same thing. I guess they're all fucking retarded. Look at this dude. He thinks it's incredible. Incredible. Kylie Rodney's car filmed going in water. Unique. Look at it. 8/6/12:33 at night. It looks like fucking daytime, dude. What are you talking about? And to prove this video is edited and bullshit and fake and, you know, any word attached to those words, all you gotta do is open your eyeballs. You can see plenty of things that are like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. For instance, when I roll this clip, look at the bottom left corner where it says Axis. Watch, it's gonna have a little fucking hiccup. The reason for that little hiccup that you just seen is because it's a transition or an overlay, which means the video is being altered. So the pattern is, you know, as we've all seen the entire time, is they give you both answers. So really, you can't say this video is real and you can't say it's fake. But just like Nick, the tow truck driver guy, said on AWP's interview, he said he doesn't know if it was 12 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock in the day.
I mean, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or...
Let me stop you right there again. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
Are you not going to answer the question? He said, when do you think it happened? Well, here's the thing. Before she disappeared, it would have been dark outside. After she disappeared in the wee hours of the morning, it would have been daytime outside. So you gotta pick one. It's either daytime or nighttime.
But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Well, that's interesting. This tow truck driver guy got up in the middle of the night, 30 minutes away from her broke down car, and he got there at 11 in the morning.
But it was around noonish, like 11.
Holy shit, that's the big dude, that's the biggest oh my god. We're really living in this time, y'all. I just gotta take a moment to savor this. This is so sad what we're researching about, but what's even sadder is that we are literally watching Ryan Upchurch show us footage that irrefutably shows that, like he stated and like it should be, the Kylie Rodney case is far from over.
11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
It's kind of funny, this video of her car going in the water looks dead ass like it's fucking 11 o'clock during the day on a cloudy day. Until you actually go to the video and see it for yourself on YouTube and you fast forward through it real fast and notice that it's edited to go daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, just like the pattern we've been talking about.
What?
12, 12, he's giving you both. I don't know. But what you can say that's factual is that this video is plainly, obviously altered to screw with your head or throw you off or confuse you. Simple as that. So let's move on to the other examples of this video is altered to confuse you. Next thing, the reflection of the camera lens in the middle of the fucking screen that is filming a screen. Next thing, this is supposed to be a video from 9 o'clock at night to 2 in the morning that is crunched down to like 14 minutes. And you mean to tell me clouds don't fucking move? Don't move at all. I don't need to explain it. You just seen it. All this is a video over a...
This is fucking crazy. Y'all saw the camera, right? Dude, how, don't tell me that Ryan's the first one to notice all this? Seriously? Like, no, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like stunned that it took till Ryan.
Picture to make it look, I don't know, daytime or nighttime, I guess. All right, now I'm gonna play the clip again. Look at all the town's headlight activity. Do you think this is at 12, almost 1 o'clock at night, or 11 o'clock during the day? I mean, what do you think? All right, so according to the asshole you seen earlier, he thinks this next clip is the clip of drunk, intoxicated Kiely Rodni driving into the water with no witnesses around whatsoever. He says, case closed. Just an accident, no one seen.
That would have been, looks like early daytime, like 7, 8 a.m.
What about this car blocking the entrance?
Or 6 a.m. Still have.
What about the other car blocking the other entrance?
Yeah.
What about the car that's driving away from the other side after watching our car go in the water?
Yeah, what's up with those? I mean, how do you know they're cars? They're really flashes of light. You assume they're cars, though, I guess. Holy shit.
What about the car blocking the other entrance that follows the car that's leaving, that just watched her drive in the water? And last but not least, what about the cars from over there that you just watched leave, come over to the side where her car was dumped to drive by to see what? Maybe if the car went all the way underwater, hello? Yeah, I'm no rocket scientist, but I don't...
It sure did look like they just hit a Yui.
think that no one's seen it, and I don't think it was just, oh, it was a fucking accident. Case closed. You know, it is okay to go outside, guys.
This is the observation skills of this young man, which I find just really funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Well,
Ryan Upchurch, you're the greatest for this, man. For real. Solid 10 out of 10 review of the first. Here, I guess let's go ahead and I'll watch the first video again too.
No,
we'll do it backwards.
No. I'm just kidding. That's what I want you to do. And you will. Psycho Babble, what you doing? You still licking them butthole lips, you ugly motherfucker? You ever seen that dude lick his lips? He does it like 90 times a minute. Like a puppy dick having a boner and then forgetting about it, and then having a boner and forgetting about it over and over. Who knows? Maybe it feels good on his gums or something. Glare, what you been doing, you little smelly midget? How's your bird chest doing? What was that other dude's name? Cinnamon Showtime? I clicked on him a minute ago. He still ain't washed his fucking elbows. He gonna need a sanding block by the time he gets in the shower. You gonna have to sand your kneecaps. Ugh. I see you changed your shirt since last time.
Still ain't washed them elbows.
My man out here
He said, still ain't washing them elbows. Hell no.
looking like Fidel Castro's drug dealer.
Ah, what?
Hell, I figured I'd check in on y'all. You know, since y'all are big-time detectives, you know, with y'all's expertise and stuff, I figured y'all to have this figured out already. So I just wanted to see how the Kylie Rodney case thing was doing. And, well, you know, everyone's still looking at their camera going,
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
they're doing great jobs. They're big-time detectives, y'all. And they are gonna get to the bottom of this as soon as someone else gets to the bottom of it. But anyway, I figured I'd dabble into it, kind of keep the engine moving with all the other people who are doing so great at going.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Especially Harsh Reality. He's doing fucking great. He's had 4 videos in the past 2 months go, guys, this is the last video I will talk about the Kylie Rodney stuff. And then like 2 days later, he has another one.
He's doing a great job.
Harsh Reality, you sure you're not investigating yourself? You keep catching yourself in lies like every other video. Better watch out, you're gonna send yourself to jail. Man, you really shouldn't be snitching on you. Anyway, let's dabble into this Kylie Rodney case and let's see what's been popping. Brand new whip just hopped in. Oh shit, nope, that's not a good joke.
So we just got out of Best Buy after picking up some supplies
Yeah,
here
oh shit, that's not a good joke. Ah!
in Reno, Nevada. We're on our way to work the Kylie Rodney case just down the street in Truckee, California.
And this guy just happens to be the one that last saw Kylie Rodney. Or one of the ones. Why hadn't he be questioned by police?
Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kylie Rodney case.
Well, this is already looking kind of weird. Yeah, let's just
Oh, definitely.
chase down AWP and take up their time 35 minutes away from where the car is gonna be found
Whoops.
to tell them some stuff that the cops should already know, right?
So why don't you
Yep.
explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee at Boca for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start.
Damn, really?
So I went en route up there, found the vehicle.
You went up there and found the vehicle, or you went up there and met the person that called you?
At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on, but
Thought the situation was the battery was dead because, you know, you're the guy that comes to fix the battery. Terminology's a little weird.
Yeah, just let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
You said you went to Boca,
yes, sir.
so over near Boca Lake.
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Crosser Creek.
Yeah, so
Yep.
just north. So you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
And you said you responded to a vehicle, and you in hindsight realized it may have been this vehicle. What kind of vehicle was it that you responded to?
It was a gray, like a lightish gray Honda 4-door sedan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or SUV, I'm sorry.
SUV?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Wonder if someone there had a...
And of course we know that's Kylie's car.
little 4-door sedan.
Describe what happened when
So
you arrived.
when I first go there,
When he first goes there.
Dude, why wasn't this guy immediately like it would have seemed almost like one of them guys there in person would have caught that and been like, what do you mean the first time you went there? But like the police or anyone that watched this after should have caught it. That's a red flag. Big one.
Curious. Asking for a friend.
So
Right.
when I first go there, I usually do tests on the vehicle to see what's going on. At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that everything was working great on the vehicle. Come to find out later, once I approached the vehicle and went inside, that the vehicle was in neutral.
Sounds like you just fucked that up. Did you approach the vehicle and give it a test and charge the battery first, or did you look inside and be like, oh, shit, it's in neutral? Which one was first?
Time, I thought that was kind of awkward that, you know, you can find out or realize that something like that could have been the case for why the vehicle wasn't starting.
That's a pretty weird thing to say for someone who has the job that's to get people's vehicles started.
Very weird.
So I simply put it into park, started up the vehicle, everything was fine. At that point in time, I did notice that like the female, which is Kylie, I realized after, she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on.
She was skeptical of
why
everything else going on, y'all. I thought there was just a dead battery problem. What is all this other shit you're
that apparently was a car in neutral problem. Service is no longer needed. Goodbye.
talking about?
He was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and
setting it up for the case of a suicide? Maybe.
A chick in her car that she was already driving, apparently, that just had a dead...
Because it can be argued, the reason he says that is so they infer that, well, she must have asked him that because she wanted to make sure that she died as quickly and painlessly as possible. You know, I mean, that's kind of sly, him saying that she would ask that. I mean, would any other person that grew up in the U.S. ask how to put your seatbelt on? We all know.
Now she needs to know, how do I put my seatbelt on? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to, like, her actual belt. Like, okay.
Don't believe that either. Not only tell me how to do it, but reach over me and get all up in my personal space and put it in the clicker.
In my eyes, that was very awkward. I deal with things that are kind of awkward, so I was like, all right, it's just another day on the job.
In my eyes, that was very awkward. I deal with awkward things on the job, so it was another day on the job. That made no sense whatsoever. If something's awkward, that means it's unordinary. It's awkward because you're not used to it happening. So, the way you should have said that was, if he was telling the truth, would have been, it was an awkward situation, but I'm used to awkward being on the job, so I just went with it. But he didn't say it like that. He said, it was an awkward thing, but I'm used to awkward situations. You know, the way he said it just made no sense at all. By saying it was he wouldn't have said it was an awkward situation. He'd been like, it seemed awkward, but, you know, that's the usual, so I didn't. It wouldn't have been awkward at all for someone to ask to show you how to show, you know, actually, I would be thinking as a guy, if anything, he might have thought, like, okay, maybe she's flirting with me, but I'll just go along just to appease her and show her the seatbelt. So, shows her the seatbelt, and then, you know, whatever. Or if it's not that case, and she really wants to know what the seatbelt's like on how to put it on for whatever reason the case may be, he could show her. But how is that awkward? Or it would be awkward in the sense that no other person would ask you that. So you got to wonder, did he set this story up?
So visual wise, he's putting himself in the story as in her car or over her in her car, being like, yep, this is how you click it in.
Safety first.
No. That sounds like somebody that's worried somebody's seen something. Oh, no, I was just teaching her how to put on a seatbelt. Yep, that's what I was doing. Well, good thing the I Can Fix Your Car guy showed up there and then brainstormed with the little girl to be like, look, we did it. We got the car started. He even showed her how to put a seatbelt on, dude. Now his fingerprints are on the seatbelt, the steering wheel, the gear shifter, the door.
Yeah, it would seem that he'd be a prime person of interest that they'd want to talk
Fuck,
to.
dude, the whole car should just be wrapped in his fingerprint.
Yeah. After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral.
Anybody else buying this bullshit?
She was wearing...
What do you mean? Didn't you move it into park? What the fuck? Oh, I don't believe how these dudes here at AWP hadn't broken off into like saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Thought you said that you already fixed. Lord help us. God help us.
Wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
I wasn't aware sweatshirts meant you.
Okay, so if I wear a sweatshirt, unless it's like drenched in sweat and smells like the pits from hell, I don't think you're gonna believe just from seeing or smelling the sweatshirt. I've been there for days, especially if you can't smell anything and the sweatshirt is clean. But I digress.
You've just been there a long time. That's a really weird observation.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt?
Yeah.
It was a gray sweatshirt, yeah. It's gray. So, not only that, with it being darker, I mean, you know.
Also, she had a guy with her.
Oh, there was another
Oh, there was another guy with her. Oh.
guy there? Oh, well, where the fuck was
What's his name?
he when, you know, she needed help learning how to fucking hook a seatbelt up? Where?
Exactly. Where was she when she needed help at first with the battery before they had to call you? Because surely he might have been able to wave someone down or something that had cables or something. Or maybe if they had just messed around long enough before calling you, they would have figured out it was in freaking neutral.
Where was the other guy when the car wouldn't start? Where's the other guy when everything? Where was the other guy?
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a flat top ball cap facing forwards. Okay. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. I didn't know. I assumed.
Listen to how much detail he's given to the other guy. He really wants focus on that other guy.
This is her boyfriend. I mean, from how they're interacting with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Especially including that, and Upchurch is about to touch on it. Whoops. Hold on.
You knew they were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were like, you know, kissing all on each other and hugging and holding hands and cutting up. And then she's like, yo, honey, hang on. I'm going to go ask this guy how to fucking hook my seatbelt up real quick.
But it was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me. Like as if either they had a crazy night.
It almost sounds like this may have been more than just Kylie. Is a guy missing from around there?
Or a crazy day, or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was going on.
Cause that makes fucking sense.
So
exactly.
Let me stop you right there again.
Yeah.
When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she
Exactly. Let's listen to this.
disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either.
To be honest with you, so to lie to you, it was
right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
It was either right after she disappeared or right before. What?
You don't say. Well, goddamn, that narrows it down a lot. You just named all the options there are.
But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Okay, so you seen her about noon, either the day before or the day after. Okay, so you either seen this girl when she was actually with her friend Kate, or you seen this girl after everyone was like, oh fuck, where is this girl at? Which one?
Okay.
And at that point in time, once we finished everything, she did advise that she was going to be going home later in the day and that she needed to grab some things and she was going to be heading out.
Are you the fucking boyfriend, or is the other guy the boyfriend?
Yeah, why haven't you left?
Yeah, random guy who fixed my battery. I gotta run to my house and get some stuff, and I got shit to do today.
So I advised her that,
Completely
hey,
makes
keep
no
your vehicle
sense.
running, and you can get home. But during that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was gonna leave, and I hope you have a great day.
Finally?
You lying.
Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system wise.
You keep your car running for fucking 3 hours just to make sure. Even though I could hook up to it right now and see how charged your battery is.
At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone, and then that brought
Saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah,
Wow,
I came in with my girlfriend. We went into a coffee shop.
And I realized, oh shit, my deed has been exposed. Looking ass. Man, this dude's weird and gives me the creeps.
And it was a flyer, and I was just in awe. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Those tricky eyeballs of yours.
I'm like, that's the girl that I was working
Like your tricky language.
with. Granted, the pictures I saw, she wasn't wearing a ball cap.
It's real funny because I know another person who inserted theirself in this whole entire story that pushed the narrative of, oh no, Kylie worked at this coffee shop. You just so happened to, go here and fucking brainstorm to turn her car on, and then you're like, yep, me and my girlfriend walked in the coffee shop and was like, oh shit, there's that girl on the wall with a flyer in this coffee shop. What a coincidence.
With me, she was wearing a ball cap, and it was a blue ball cap. I'm sorry about that.
Like the hat on your head? It's there. You can look at it.
But then everything spiraled out of control.
Oh, really? Tell us about all this stuff that
Tell us
spiraled out of
about this
control that you
stuff
know
that
about.
spiraled
All this
out of
stuff that happened or spiraled out of control. Who was controlling it? Huh? Do you know who was doing that?
Who let it spiral?
Because it sounds like you do.
I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could. And
Really? Was his name SF Investigates? Was that his name? You tried to contact the detective first instead of the cops. And then you're like, hey, AWP, I'm chasing you down. Come here, let me tell you this information that don't make fucking sense.
yeah, and then I saw you guys. I was like, all right, this is awesome. Like, let me go and try to catch up to
Thanks
you.
for the intel.
What? You're doing a real good job of sounding like a fucking freak, you know that?
That's how everything that we do unfolds.
Doug's like, are you fucking listening to what this guy's saying?
Organically, when we get into town, from our viewers, locals who understand what we're doing, they contribute to what we're doing from all different angles. Like this is massive. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company? Was it her or the boyfriend or?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me. They
You can get access to the person that can.
go through.
Yeah, you just get digitally dispatched, so you don't have.
Yes, sir.
So when you were digitally
Go to the dispatch.
dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call and nothing went through. It went
Nothing
straight to
went through.
voicemail.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you know if she had a phone on her at the
Coincidental.
time?
She did state that her phone was dead,
Her phone
and
was
so
dead.
she used whatever guy,
Coincidental too.
whoever this was, if it was her boyfriend, she used his phone. So that's how she
Well, if she left her car running, why wasn't her phone charging?
did get in contact.
And
You just fucked that all up, dude. She used her boyfriend's phone. But her phone was dead. So she didn't use her phone. She used someone else. Some other guys. Whoever that might be. Me, Nick, the tow truck driver, I'm a male. Yeah, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my phone.
No.
There was another male there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Uh-huh.
what was you mentioned? Like she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
So, like, the most funny question, the one that stood out
Yeah, expand on this for us, Nick.
that I remember is about the seatbelt. I've never
What
came
about
in.
a seatbelt?
Psst, because it didn't happen.
about how to buckle a seatbelt.
Odd.
So, in granted, I at the time I didn't realize again that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal.
But not that.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see why at the time it's just.
But she kept on going over that. Like, how do you like, you know, secure your seatbelt firmly and like do it correctly, and that's when I was.
So the boyfriend's just kind of sitting there watching.
Setting up a narrative, it sounds to me.
All this fucking retarded sounding shit go on? Is that what's going on?
When she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car.
So he could
Good question.
hear the conversation as well?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and
I don't believe that for a second, because if I was in that situation, I'd be like, hey, motherfucker, you talking to me, not her. And if the woman I was with was like, oh my God, like, how do you put your seatbelt on? Will you teach me? I'd be like, the fuck are you smoking? And I'd tell the dude, hey, you lean over and click our seatbelt, see if I don't fucking cut your fingers off.
I did notice, and this is also something that
Get him up, church, man. That was fire,
I
man.
stated to the detective that
It's got FS Investigates written all over it. Why? Because it sounds fucking stupid as shit.
every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team, better to say. Like, one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa.
Oh, really? Is that how you could tell they were boyfriend and girlfriend? Was because she was fucking running from him? Sounds to me like two guys snatched her up. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's say she was by herself.
Holy shit, what if that is it?
When she was leaving this party, somebody may have already been watching her before, you know. Maybe you got him, Ronnie. Whoever that is. Maybe she did leave the party alone. Maybe there was just, you know, another guy somewhere with another guy in a vehicle, like maybe a van or something. Kind of like, you know, the utility vans y'all have for your work. Or, you know, jump-starting little girls' cars. And maybe one guy got out of the van while the other guy stayed in the van and snatched her out of her car, put her in the van, left the car there, took her somewhere else, done something, come back, put her in her car, and then dumped the car right there. And then was like, oh yeah, I seen that. I helped her do something that day or night, whenever that was.
Or if we were at the front of the car going about the battery and talking about the battery, he was always on one side, she was on another. They were never close to each other.
It's really odd behavior, it seems like to me.
Unless she didn't like who she was with, or she was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Setting up a narrative.
That screams awkwardness.
So this SF Investigates guy, pretty sure that's your detective. Why? Because who's the only other person who said something about the same exact night/day you're talking about? SF Investigates. Go look at the panel we were both on. What does he say? Oh no, not that gas station she stopped at, the other one. How does he know? How do you know? Oh wait, there's two guys right there. What do you know? Coincidence? Fuck no.
Boom, yo. Badass videos, man. Glad to check out these videos. I give them a 9 out of 10 on the second one. I give a 10 out of 10 on this first one. Good job, Up Church. Thank you to all the people that have liked and supported me. And I appreciate you coming by. If you would, make sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you're already subscribed, make sure to have that bell turned all the way up. And we'll see you next time on Square Work Reacts. Take care.